welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning to you.
How are you today?
I'm really excited about today.
The weather? Beautiful day today. A high of, oh my gosh, 79 degrees. We could hit 80 today. That means ice cream.
Ice cream, yeah.
Yesterday's high was 75. Right now it's 59 degrees. It will be sunny today, but it also will be breezy. And for that and for other reasons, the National Weather Service has issued a red flag warning for all the JTV viewing area until 8 p.m. today. Do you know what a red flag warning is?
It means that a fire could start?
Yes, critical fire weather
Good
conditions
guess.
are either occurring now or will shortly. The combination of strong winds, low humidity, and warm temperatures can contribute to extreme fire behavior.
That's interesting. It's beautiful outside right now if we take a look at the Hometown Heating Cooling Sky Cam. Do you remember the time we had the Sky Cam up and the accident happened?
Oh yeah, and there were other incidents.
There
as
were
well.
other incidents as well.
Yep.
Yeah, that wind is blowing. Very nice. Thanks to Hometown Heating, Cooling, and more. Visit heatandcoolwithus.com. They will treat you like family.
It's going to be so nice and warm. I'm surprised you're wearing a whatever it is, a windbreaker jacket.
This is it's a quarter zip. Yeah, it's a quarter zip, new sponsored logoed material that I'll be wearing every day.
You have a quarter zip sponsor?
I do. I have a quarter zip sponsor, Partners Bulk Logistics. I'd like to thank them. I'm debuting it today. They went above and beyond. They not only made this custom for me, they picked my favorite brand as well.
Travis Smith?
Yeah, so I'm wearing it.
And your favorite color. That's about the same color we're having the second floor walls.
It's about the same color as my legs are before the sun gets on them. I'm excited to debut these shorts tonight. That should be fun for all.
Yeah, it's, while you're seeing it, we've got, I think, at least one person wearing shorts today here at JTV.
We
Austin
do.
Curtis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Austin Curtis is wearing shorts. The young kids, they wear shorts.
It's about the third day in a row that we've talked about Austin Curtis's pants. So hopefully we'll put it into that. Speaking of ending, guess what happened yesterday? President Biden, actually on Monday, signed a bill that ends the COVID-19 national emergency as well as the public health emergency. It was going to expire all by itself on May 11th, but House Republicans put forth a bill that the president reluctantly signed. He doesn't think that measure does good for the public, but he signed it anyway. So.
How about that?
And in Michigan, state reporting the lowest number of COVID cases last week since July of 2020.
Have you had COVID?
No. Have you?
No.
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 So,
No, I haven't.
but
sure
there
have
are
not.
still 658 patients in Michigan hospitals with COVID. So that is a lot, and it's serious for certainly those people and others that are struggling, especially with long COVID.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Gosh, I bought my car during COVID, and it's been 3 years I've had.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Where is your car?
Car's back here. I had it at Blair's. Yep.
What was happening at Blair's? I didn't know Blair's could do foreign cars.
You know, a lot of people don't realize that. You think you have to take it to a specialist. No, you take it to Blair's. They take care of you no matter what the car is. And probably a lot more reasonable than some of those fancy foreign auto places. That's just what I'm saying. So, yeah, I took it to Blair's and hooked me up. So thanks to Mike and Mikey and everyone at Blair's.
Is this a big year for Blair's?
It's like still 100 years, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, almost 101 years for Blair's.
And I'm sure Blair's will be able to fix electric cars. And it turns out that the EPA is considering right now modifying the auto manufacturing standards. The EPA sets standards for the big three, and they are potentially going to issue a rule that will lead to 67% of all new passenger and light-duty truck sales being electric by 2032. 2/3 of all cars by 2032 must be electric.
2032.
Wow.
Brandon, that's got to be close to when Barrett will graduate high school.
It's not that far off.
Well, it's not that far off.
9
I don't think they're
years.
going to make a lot of these deadlines.
Well, typically they don't.
Typically, they don't, for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Have you done your taxes? Has everyone here done their taxes? Yes. April
Yes.
18th is the deadline.
Mhm.
Sure, I'm reminding some people in the building about that.
There's some people still.
I don't know. I don't know. I always hear from people that are waiting till the last minute to do it. So,
Saturday, big day at Vermeulen's Warehouse. It's Vermeulen's annual mattress warehouse sale, and this is it's mattress season. Get a new mattress, and they'll have special savings on mattresses at their warehouse on High Street all day Saturday, from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. So, how often should you get a new mattress?
I don't know the answer to that, but I would think it should be something that is a priority in your life.
In the old
Again, because
days,
you spend so much time on it.
People turned their mattresses over. Do people still do that?
I don't think they make them so that you can turn them over anymore.
Well, there's those kind that you can buy on the internet that come in a tube.
I don't think those would be good. No, I don't think those
I don't know.
would be good at all. Are you interested in a vacation home?
No.
Okay, well, turns out you're not alone. Vacation home sales down 50% since pre-pandemic. Apparently,
Really?
during the pandemic, everyone, well, the rich,
Well-
they bought vacation homes with low interest rates. So
Oh, yeah.
a lot has to do with that. People could work from wherever they wanted the last few years, and of course, interest rates were a lot lower. So.
Well, and that's what was happening where we were a couple weeks ago, the Outer Banks of North Carolina. The number of people that have moved there to vacation homes to live year round, so that because they can work from home,
Right.
is skyrocketed.
It is. No, what's interesting is a lot of companies are pulling people back to the office that have moved. So
Yes.
I'm always interested to see how that plays out.
Whether they like it or not.
Whether they like it or not, you got to come back to the office. So sell your vacation home.
We've got some signs of spring. It's pothole season. And a Virginia man pressured local officials to get a pothole filled by planting a tree in the pothole. He asked for more than a year for city officials to fix the pothole, and he planted a tree in the pothole, and guess what?
It grew.
The city came and they removed the tree, they filled the pothole. Meanwhile, and this is, what the guy could have done.
Is that a cherry tree?
He could have done what Arnold Schwarzenegger did. Former governor of California and action movie star Arnold Schwarzenegger filled an enormous pothole in his Los Angeles neighborhood all by himself. Well, he had some help. He lives in the exclusive Brentwood area.
Wow.
Yes, and the whole neighborhood had been upset about the giant pothole. Arnold said it's been screwing up cars and bicycles for weeks. He went out with his team and fixed it. He said, I always say, let's not complain, let's do something about it. Here you go.
Jeez.
Here you go.
Wow.
Yeah, so he went out and bought some asphalt.
Looks like he
Uh,
bought
for
a asphalt
Brentwood asphalt.
outfit. Yeah, for the
and
Brentwood Asphalt Center, right next to the Guitar Center.
Maria is probably upset that he took the good kitchen broom out to clean up the
Yeah.
debris.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But you can't. I know it was like a neighborhood. The neighborhood streets, fill the potholes yourself. I mean, you can do that.
Yeah, but why would you want to?
Well, if you've waited a year for someone to
guess.
fill a pothole,
I guess.
why
I don't
not?
know. I don't know. Hey, I've got a birthday shout out.
Oh,
Ready?
yeah.
They share a birthday with my mother.
Oh,
It's a big birthday. You ready?
yep.
Ron Ellison is turning. How old do you think he's turning?
I don't want to say.
Just guess.
70.
70 years old on Friday. So happy birthday to Ron Ellison. Can you believe it? He doesn't look a day he doesn't look a day over 60, if you ask
No,
me.
he's a very youthful looking.
He is.
Yes.
Yeah, he is. I'm going to try and track him down on his birthday and wish him a happy birthday. So happy birthday, Ron.
Yeah, that's something your mom has always thought about Ron on her birthday.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
it's Friday. Happy birthday, Ron Ellison and Karen Hawley.
Yeah, happy birthday.
And I think there was one year where they actually were in the same place at the same time.
Oh, I'm sure.
Celebrating their birthday.
I'm sure. It could happen again this year. If you're
Where
not
are you
careful.
most likely to find Ron?
In a golf cart.
I was going to say Night Steakhouse.
No, I was going to say in a golf cart.
Golf cart?
Yeah, it just depends. Yeah, it just depends. I think he's going to play a lot of golf this year. We'll see.
A couple more signs of spring. What beautiful weather! Did you see the number of people out at the parks
I did.
and the trails last night? Former Henry Ford Jackson Hospital president Georgia
I
Fatasi
see Georgia walking.
every
all the time.
day out again yesterday.
Yeah.
The spring hydrant flushing begins pretty soon. It's a sign of spring. It starts Monday. So just be aware the city and Summit Township also will be flushing hydrants, and there are maps on their respective websites, and it will last through May 2nd. And kids love to run in the...
Love to. I used to love to drive my car fast through that, but I don't anymore.
It's not recommended.
It's not.
Well,
no,
all
it's-
the rust and everything. I wonder if Aaron Dimmick doctored this photo to make the water look...
No, some of it
Spring.
only looks rusty out of the first couple sprays look rusty, and then it's fresh, just
Don't-
like that.
Don't do your laundry if they're flushing hydrants.
That's right.
In your
Yeah, don't do your
neighborhood.
laundry if they're flushing. hydrants.
Yesterday we were wondering if the Lakers are going to make the playoffs, and they did.
They
it
did.
took overtime
I
last
know. I
night.
wasn't able to stay up. I watched the first quarter of the game, and then it turned 11 o'clock, so I had to go to bed.
Last week, two JTVers, Joe Hawley and Adam Braganzer, went to the home opener for the Detroit Tigers at Comerica Park. Unfortunately, it was a cold day, and the Tigers lost. But you know what's happening this year? They've changed the rules in baseball. You know the bases are bigger?
Really?
Yeah, they've made them bigger.
Really?
Yeah. I
Did you
mean,
know
they're-
this, Brandon?
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
And they've also, there's a clock on pitches. 'Cause
Didn't know that.
People have complained that baseball games are too long, but when you go to a game, I think you want to get your money's worth and
Absolutely.
have it last longer. Well, one negative for baseball teams and the ballparks has been with the pitch clock and games being shorter, the beer sales are down.
I was going to say, do you think they should, normally they cut off alcohol sales right before the seventh,
Yeah, at the end of the seventh.
end of the seventh
well,
inning?
now 4 teams have extended beer sales through the 8th inning.
Yeah.
Yes, Arizona Diamondbacks, Texas Rangers, Minnesota Twins, and Milwaukee Brewers. They are now, you can drink to your heart's content through the 8th inning. Miami Marlins and New York Mets are considering changing it to the 8th inning.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a financial decision, so
Yeah.
I assume once one team does, they all will. But yeah, if we were talking about this yesterday. If you're in a suite or something, you want that game to be as long as possible. You don't want a in and out, quick game. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I think the complaints have been the TV viewers of baseball games, they wanted to get, oh my gosh. But watching, like an example, the Masters, Scotty Scheffler is one of the slowest golfers,
Patrick Cantlay is.
and Patrick Cantlay too, and they held up. The Masters actually, CBS had allowed a certain amount of time for the final round, but it went over because Patrick Cantlay and Scotty, they just took forever lining up putts, looking down the fairway, having sandwiches, drinking water, and they get penalized.
You can.
You can
yeah,
get
if you play
penalized.
too slow. Patrick said that he was waiting on the group in front of him, which isn't true.
The ratings for the Masters this year are up, highest since before the pandemic.
Really? Wow.
Guess how much CBS pays Augusta National and the Masters for the rights to telecast The Masters.
Yeah, so they pay the Masters, and then the Masters controls it. Per year or in?
Per year. It's a 1-year contract. Every year, 1-year contract.
Oh gosh, $1 billion.
0.
Really?
Yes.
They just
They
trust
pay
them.
the Masters 0, and that allows the Masters complete control over the telecast. They decide everything.
And the Masters would never have the CW in there to broadcast it, or the Fox, or any of those people.
Although Jim Nance did mention the CW, kind of a dig
Oh, that was funny.
at Live Golf. I think
Brooks Koepka or someone was walking across the course, and Jim Nance said, "And there he goes, right across the CW crosswalk," which is something I would say.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that. Let's get to our scores. Our scoreboard from Extreme Dodge, our good friends over at Extreme. Busy night, just like every night. It's going to be just ridiculous from here on out.
it's a great week
It
for
is.
the athletes.
Great week. So there's your baseball scores. Concord beat Bronson twice. Columbia fell. Softball, a lot of softball games. Columbia Central, they look to be very good.
Wow.
They beat the heck out of Onstead. Lansing Eastern beat Jackson, and then Jackson won the second game. Bronson beat Concord in 2, and Bath beat Lumen Christi. We told Coach Bob Rozak yesterday that Bath, they were big, and
Yeah,
they were
'cause-
going to be tough. So Bath won 8-3, 22-1. I think they're back in action on Thursday.
It's hard for the coaches and the athletes to even know what their teams they're playing
Well, yeah,
are
you
going to be
haven't-
like. You don't.
Yeah. Here's what's happening tonight. As you can see, plenty of stuff going on. So enjoy it. First night is like track and field parents for a lot of people coming up. I mean, that's one that enjoy this nice weather because it's going to get crummy out.
Yeah, tomorrow will be a big day for track.
Yes, it will.
Who's on the show today?
We've got a great show lined up. We're going to get things started with Dan Macknick from Willis & Macknick Financial Services and Doug Wilcoxon from Spring Arbor, and they will join us right after this break.